President Vladimir Putin here. Gather round all my Russian friends, my comrades, my peoples. Some of you believe me and trust me. And some of you don't believe me and don't listen to Putin TV and are protesting.
And you're all traitors and bastards!
Yes, and
now you obviously watch like a gnat.
Now, Russian people, behave now. Bye.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing. Drop your weapons. Oof. I need a weapon. Fight for the Empire. Oof. I need a weapon.
How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. Yesterday's Sunday, March 20th. Congratulations.
Here they come again.
Is it March 25th? March 25th is the last day for restrictions in Hawaii for the masks and wearing them indoors and gowns and safe travel, safe Hawaii and safe access and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to say 90% because I don't know if there's any hidden... 90% of that restriction stuff is gone. Whether you wear a mask, whether you wear a mask or not, or get vaccinated or boosted, is up to you finally. And many people aren't and don't want to do that. And so March 26th, woo! But remember, congratulations! Congratulations! Yeah! It's a baby SUBvariant! Yay! Yes, there's a SUBvariant. Omicron. The very rampant one is 2A.1. And it's, remember, when it was a variant, and they're wondering if it was a variant of concern, they looked and it's like, well, it has many variations. It has many mutations on it. But it might be of concern because it spreads really fast. But it spread up and it spread down, and it's not so big, it's not as severe. But now we have variant or SUBvariant 2B2, or is it 2B? 2B or not 2B? No, BA. Sorry. Omicron is BA1. SUBvariant BA2. I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's coming out of Britain right now. It's going to make landfall probably within a month for sure in the USA. This is going to happen. BA2 is even 30 times more contagious than Omicron. Not Delta, which was super fast, but Omicron. It's gotten faster. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Holy crap. It doesn't have that much of effect. It might not stuff the hospitals, so it might not be of concern. But if you got shots or boosted, it's going to help for sure. Anything that helped against Omicron is going to help against this. And of course, if you wear a mask and wash your hands. And now, it is Sunday, and since we have the plague still on its way, new and improved, we're going to watch out. Oh, new watchtower. A little old and new. let's get on it. And I forgot my light, which is somewhere. Oh no, what am I going to do? Oh my gosh, I'm looking for my light. We are going to have, there it is, right there. Colt Brennan is back from the grave for a life celebration. And then they're going to throw his ashes in the ocean. Don't haunt me, Colt. And no witches. Oh, the witch is back too. And known as the Padre Filius Spiritus Sancti. This is Saint Benedict. Remember, you drink your own poison, devil. Yes, that's right. Sure. That's that. The plague, the war. Hey, I think it's called the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but we don't know yet for sure. So this is just a quickie random selection out of the old, and then a random selection out of the new, but it has to be rubric out of the new. Okay, so there's Old Testament. Okay, ready, set. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Okay, gather around. Let's not make this too gnarly. Okay. All right. This is out of Nehemiah. Intrigues of enemies foiled. Now, when it was reported to Sanballat and to Tobiah and to Geshem, the Arab, and the rest of our enemies that I had built the wall and there was no gap left in it, parentheses, though up to that time I had not set up the doors of the gate, in parentheses, Sanballat, Lot, and Geshem sent to me, saying, "Come and let us meet together in one of the villages of the plain of Ono," but they intended to do me harm. So I sent messengers to them, saying, "I am doing a great work, and I cannot come down. Why should the work stop while I leave it to come down to you?" Then they sent me 4 times in this way, and I answered them in the same manner. In the same way, Sanballat for the 5th time sent his servant to me with an open letter in his hand. In it was written, "It is reported among the nations." Geshem also says it. Says what? That you and the Jews intend to rebel. That is why you are building the wall. According to this report, you wish to become their king. Okay, that's gotten pretty involved. Okay, thank you, Nehemiah. Yeah, thank you, God. God, Old Testament, Jesus, New Testament. Isaac. That's right. We have, yes, plenty of rubric. Jesus words. We want red Jesus words. I think we did implement over there. Oh, how about this one? On one occasion, when Jesus heals the man with dropsy, Luke 14:1. On one occasion, Jesus was going to the house of the leader of the Pharisees to eat a meal on the Sabbath. They were watching him closely. Just then, in front of him, there was a man who had dropsy. And Jesus asked the lawyers and the Pharisees, "Is it lawful to cure people on the Sabbath or not?" But they were silent. So Jesus took him and healed him and sent him away. Then he said to them, "If one of you has a child or an ox that has fallen into a well, will you not immediately pull it out on the Sabbath day?" And they could not reply to this. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Fide Sanctus Spiritus. Fide Sanctus Spiritus. I'm blind. I once was blind, but now I see. Okay. Okay, not to make, I have to check time. Oh gosh, speaking of time, oh gosh, this is what I freaking forgot. Oh my god, what time is it? Oh, how much time do I got left? Oh my gosh. It always happens. Okay. Just gotta do something like that. Maybe? Something like that. Okay, there. Okay, now, in the news of Hawaii, look. Putin's upside down and he's purple because he's holding his breath. Oh no. In the news of Hawaii, a shorter route could avert Kaka'ako land dispute. Now, this is This is somewhat interesting because this is the rail project, which, you turn your back looking at other things in the news and there it is, it's doing something. the rail project is almost there. It's the most expensive thing for just the shortest route. Goes up from the WHENevah side over like Pearl Harbor, and then it wants to end in Alamoana Shopping Center. So everyone goes shopping, and everything is great because everybody's tourist and everyone's buying stuff. And then they figure people can, be economy strong. But it's going to stop 2 rail depots short, because the last rail depot is Kaka'ako. How much fun is it to say Kaka'ako? Because it was on Kaka'ako land? The Howard Hughes Corporation. Yes, that's right. Howard Hughes from the grave. It wants more money. The Howard Hughes Corporation made Ward Village, and it kind of got defunct. I think they had wheelchair access suit and something else closed down suit, and it was nearly shut down. It just sort of opened some shops. It was supposed to be the cool thing in the 70s. Keep on trucking. But anyways, Kaka'ako, this Ward Center, which is mostly the Kaka'ako Howard Hughes Corporation stuff. Remember Spruce Goose? It got off the ground. But it did get off the Ward Center. But anyways, it's a Texas-based company, Howard Hughes Corporation, and they shut the sucker down pretty much. And then now it's shut down, and they're going to build a big high-rise on it. Now here comes the rail, and they're going to, annex or whatever they call that, sequester. They're going to take their land and say, you know what, we're going to take this land. I think they have to give them fair market value, something like that. But they put in a dispute because they said, well, you know what, Howard Hughes Corporation is probably going to be sued hundreds of millions of dollars in this court case coming up for about that wheelchair access thing. Something about access, And so Howard Hughes said, well, if you're going to do that, man, we're going to ask you about $200 million. $200 million. Hey, but does he get $200 million, man? Howard needs a new pair of shoes. He did, and a shave and a haircut and a nail trim. So anyways, they're just going to say, well, so the mayor said, we're going to cut short and get this federal money, and we cut short and we're going to avoid the Howard Hughes thing. Fungangu, whatever they call it. Anyway, so that's the interesting thing there. I mean, isn't that interesting? In the meantime, let's just look at this. The shorter route could avert Kaka'ako. See? Say it together now. Kaka'ako. Ukraine is still under siege. And this is the horrible, horrible thing. And this is the foo. And, oh gosh. And, the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, 1 L, 2 Y's, is, was in the, he's being interviewed by Zaka'aka, that CNN guy. Anyways, one thing about that is President Vladimir Putin, he spoke to his people. Yes, he did. He spoke to his Russian people. And when he spoke to his Russian people, I just want to make this clear. Putin said, let's see if we can do this. Come on, it's going on. When President Putin talked to his Russian people, he wanted to make sure everyone is on the same page as to listening to Putin TV and calling it what he said to call it. So anyone protesting, which is about 1/3 growing in Russia, is now, he's calling them, this is what he said, this is what Putin said, those traitors and bastards are going to be squashed like gnats. I guess he means fly in the windshield. Or he said something about put them out of your teeth. I don't know. So Vladimir is turning against his own Russian people. That's not going to be good. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Is it Sunday? We've done some stuff. And this is what we got. to relax. In 1971, if we look back in the past and pretend everything was great and ideal, that's called ideal. Back in the day, 1971, yeah, man, you could just shovel, you can have your own Zen garden with stuff, and you can have a big life-size one. So he's kind of shoveling something, he's raking. The worker at Saki Bakery spreads steamed rice. He's cooking rice, brah. Go off the one-step process to make sake. So, they're bootlegging the rice. They make sake beverage year-round, producing 100,000 gallons annually. This guy's going, oh man, he's going good batch, eh? So, oh my gosh. Okay, back in the day. And if we look, wow, this is still moving. Does it move? Oh yes. Okay, we have people in Waikiki, yay, because the tourists are back, yay, it's fun in the sun, and Vicky bikes and everything. Oh boy, nonprofit hospital, social bills. This is Sunday, so there's like tons of stuff in the paper, so we can't do it all. And then, oh, spring football, because there's no football yet, but oh, we're gonna pick all of people, talk about the people in these. And somewhere over the rainbow, I don't know. C2. Oh, wait. Gotta go over here. Oh, what's going over here? We have the other section of the paper. Oh, check it out. All girls, let's go. Now, this is really why Wahine volleyball. They're like, hey, yeah. Old men. Hey, man, let's see the sprint in the centerfold. And, of course, the Oscars. Who will win? I don't know. I didn't see many of these. And sort of, I don't care. Not so much as I did before. Oh boy, Amy Schumer. Oh boy, the director, he's a dick. Oh, and Gebmo, I don't know who that is. There's something going on here. I don't know. What was it? Where's the... Okay. The past and the future at odds. This is the kind. Oh. Don't fight over masks in school. Hey, stop fighting, eh? And this is Ukraine. He put the blank in it, and then boom. So I don't know we're going to be able to see this. We're not so much that. But here we go. Yeah, okay. We'll can it. Because here's the end game with there was something that was pretty cool. Where was it? When all else fails, remember to travel to Phuket. Because everyone wants to say Phuket. I mean, go to Phuket once in a while. Sudoku. So here's the end game. I mean, right now, the Vladimir, the other Vladimir, the one who's Ukrainian. No, he's fighting the good fight, and so is his people. But they're on the thing where it's like, man, we're getting bombed. When Putin gets stalled, he's like, what am I going to do? I will win. If I can't have it, no one can have it. And he wants to bomb and kill everybody. And he's already killed half the enemy. It's like not half, but he's killed a lot of people. Innocent women, children, and teenagers going around playing, I don't know, Xbox or video games, whatever they do. Cryptocurrency. Crypto Corner coming up sometime. Anyways, this is what Zelensky is saying. Come on, NATO. Let us join. But NATO's going, no, you can't. Publicly, we'll say the door is open, but we're saying, no, you can't. There's a Section 5 in this UN Charter, which says something about an occupied country cannot be admitted to the UN. So, a country under occupation. Now, in Ukraine, remember Chimera, the island that they gave to Ukraine and then took it back? They're counting that and maybe those Dunbar or Dumas regions. They're kind of like going, well, you're occupied. And then they have invasion, but that's not really occupied. So they're saying, well, you're occupied. They're kind of dancing around that, I guess. And they don't want World War III. But if they start a NATO thing, it's going to be classified as a for real World War III. And now the only second part of that is the madman going to use nukes or not? So yeah, we're in a kind of a precarious pickle as well as everybody else. But that's okay, because, you know, aloha, we're all going to be fine. Everything's fine. Nothing wrong. Yeah, look at the sunrise. Hey, look at the sun. Gonna keep tabs on this. Not gonna put the head in the sand here. Put the head in the clouds, because it's rainy out. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's gonna be humid. Yay. Fresh water, fresh sunshine. Fresh aloha. Aloha. I said aloha. Go away.